Hey, welcome back, comic fans. It's Mr. Q Comics back with some more show and tell. This haul is many months old, way overdue doing these videos. So this is a stack of books I picked up from, again, local cards and collectible show at our local mall. Same dealer I buy from on a regular basis. So I got another great haul from him, probably late fall, or early fall, rather. So it's a pretty big stack of books. So do a short intro here and let's just dive right into the books since that's what everyone wants to see. I'm going to have a lot of spec stuff here tied to, mostly Marvel stuff, all the Disney Plus shows. Fair warning, I may spoil some stuff if you have not seen Hawkeye or any of the recent shows. So just fair warning on that. All right, let's start off with some Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. We got issue number 98, which is the first appearance of the Spot. This is in pretty good shape. I think it was around VF near mint. I think there is speculation that he may be the villain or one of the villains in Into the Spider-Verse 2. We also picked up, right behind it, 99, his second appearance, and I assume the first cover appearance since he's not on 98. A couple copies of this. This is just a great cover by John Byrne, the black costume, issue 101. Awesome cover. I did not have this, so I picked up two. Just a fantastic cover there. Love that. All black and white. We got 107 as well, which is the first appearance of the Sin Eater, who a while back they brought it back into a storyline in the current Amazing Spider-Man run, so I think it spiked a little bit for that series or that arc. All right, we got some more spec here. Secret War Book 2. This is the first appearance of Daisy Johnson, who becomes Quake. And I guess there's speculation she may show up in Secret Invasion. And I never watched the show on ABC, but I believe she is in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show as well. So I don't know how much this book is going to do. If she reappears in the show, I always think it's weird the way characters who have already appeared in content that the book goes up again just because they showed up again in a movie. Weird to me, but very cool Wolverine cover nonetheless. This I picked up, just a Bronze Age #1 issue from 78. Great Star Wars homage cover. Micronauts, the first team appearance, first appearance of all the characters. I don't know. I have seen this book spike, a couple times in the past, but as I understand it, the rights to the Microverse and the Micronauts are owned by Paramount. So that's why we're unlikely to see anything, at least anytime soon, with them in Marvel. And I think I got this right. That's why they refer to the Microverse as the quantum realm in the MCU. So I don't know if anything will happen with this in the future, but it was a mid-grade copy, pretty cheap. So happy to add another copy. All right, more spec, of course. We got Sensational She-Hulk. Another great John Byrne cover. Issue #1, newsstand copy. This one probably in the very fine range. This book, again, used to be dirt cheap, but, with She-Hulk spec over the past couple of years, is all of these Byrne covers, there's some great covers in this run that I've not come across, but they can be pretty pricey. So I still find those, the issue #1 on the cheap. I do not find the Jump Rope cover often. All right, we got Thor #239, some Bronze Age goodness here. This is the first team appearance of the, I'm going to butcher it, Heliopians, and I think I got that. So there's multiple characters in there, and I think there's some speculation one of them may possibly pop up in Moon Knight. And I don't know what we're going to get first. I don't think any of the release dates are confirmed for the next batch of shows on Disney Plus. I assume something's going to be coming out quickly after Boba Fett. I don't know if that's going to be She-Hulk or Moon Knight. I double checked the other day, and I don't see that there's any confirmed schedule on Disney Plus for 2022. So we will see what happens there. All right, this is just another awesome Bronze Age cover. Giant size Man-Thing, fantastic Joe Bruner cover. So this is the first solo Howard the Duck story. So this one's in pretty good shape too. Probably very fine range, but that is just one of those awesome Joe Bruner Bronze Age covers. He did some amazing covers in the 70s on like Doctor Strange and these kind of the darker issues. Great artwork. This I got pretty cheap. It's pretty beat up, but it was a good price. So we got X-Men number 137. This is Dark Phoenix Part 9, Death of Jean Grey, and a classic John Byrne cover. Again, this one's in rough shape. Probably VG range, but when you can find these under 10 bucks, you're going to grab it. All right, Wolverine. I think I might have got another copy of this, but oh, he had a couple copies and I left some behind because this white cover, I always get some kind of tanning around it. So this is just a classic cover. I think it's the first Sabretooth in the Wolverine title. And this one, pretty good shape. I think he had like 3 copies, and this was the one that had the least amount of tanning around the edges there. So, and I think it was a lot better than the copy I had in my personal collection. All right, we'll grab another stack here. All right, we get Doctor Strange, number 60. This is a great cover. This is just I think it's a story tied to the Darkhold. It's got the Scarlet Witch on the cover here. So no idea what's going to happen with the story arc with the Darkhold in Doctor Strange 2, but this book is definitely picked up. I think it's like a $20 book on eBay now. So we got Avengers number 187. This is the origin of the Darkhold, and again, it was just a cheap pickup. Both of those in good shape, probably VF near mint range. Got Defenders number 17. I found a few of these. This is probably mid-grade. First cameo of the Wrecking Crew. And then we got the first full Wrecking Crew. Again, I think this is She-Hulk spec that the Wrecking Crew may appear. So I don't know if that's confirmed. I believe it is confirmed that a version of Titania, if I'm saying that right, is going to pop up. Which, speak of the devil, we got Marvel 2-in-1, number 54. I think he had a few copies. I think I got 3 of these and already flipped one. So this is the first appearance of Titania. I believe Secret Wars 3 is the first appearance of the second Titania. So pretty sure the character is confirmed. I don't think it's confirmed which version is going to be in the show. So I think both books have continued to stay. They're not super expensive. I think, high-grade copies are probably less than $50 on eBay. Don't quote me on that. It's so tough to keep up with the speculation. It all moves so fast. One set photo leak and a book skyrockets through the roof and the other drops off. So who the hell knows what's actually going on. But very cool. I believe this is a George Perez. Yeah, very cool George Perez cover as well with Deathlock. So I think there's a lot of other first appearances in there too. All right, he had a ton of new Marvel team-ups. So a lot of these I just grabbed because, man, some of these covers are awesome. This was just... these are from my PC for my Spidey crossovers. We got issue number 10. This one's got a little bit of a, miscut there, but awesome can cover there. It's in rough shape. It's got a bad sub crease, but man, the cover is awesome. We've got number 12, which I think is the first time he meets with Werewolf by Night. And this is a great cover. I think I got a couple of these. Issue number 24, very cool bondage cover. First appearance of Moondog the Malicious, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, Moondog the Malicious. And you got some Brother Voodoo on there. Just an awesome cover. I love the ones with the squared off artwork there. And he had a ton. He had like the full run, but I just kind of cherry picked out some of the earlier issues. I think I left some behind that he had a price a little more. There's a real cool one with Ghost Rider on it. I did grab this as well. 53, which I think is the first John Byrne artwork on the X-Men. This one, I think I sold the lower grade copy I got already. This one probably, I think I wrote this down as around VF near mint. So, very cool stuff. This is a book I always grab when I find it affordable, and I still find it in my comic shops. Regular back issue bins, pretty cheap. Marvel Team Up number 65. I think this picked up a little bit recently. I know Henry Cavill has been on, record as saying he wants to be Captain Britain in the MCU. I thought I saw something. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I don't know. This book has picked up a little bit, so I've been grabbing these in the years past when I find them. So we've got Marvel Team Up number 95, first appearance of Bobby Morse as Mockingbird. I think this is a Frank Miller cover. And if you have seen Hawkeye, I think there's heavy hints that Hawkeye's wife may in fact be Mockingbird. I'm pretty positive that's where they're going with that. If you saw the, if you've seen the show, so this book is also picked up, and this was a sharp copy. I think this is close to near mint range, VF near mint. So I got this pretty affordable. So I had picked it up. I think the show was before Hawkeye started, so I think that was a good pickup. We've got Moon Knight number 15. This is just another one of those, so many great covers in this run. I can't even remember if there is a first appearance in there. First appearance of Xenos. And honestly, I have no idea who that is. This was just a sharp copy. So more Spidey, more Moon Knight. This is for my PC. Spectacular Spider-Man number 22. I think this is the first meeting and battle of Spider-Man and Moon Knight. So pretty solid copy. I think it was like $3. Yeah, I think he had like a whole bunch of Spectacular. Like he just forgot to mark or something. So he ended up throwing me a lump sum price where it worked out to a few bucks each. So, and I think this is my last Spectacular Spidey. We got issue number 90. So I guess this is the second appearance of the black costume after ASM 252 and Marvel Team Up 141. Again, pretty good copy. Most of the run he had was in very fine to very fine near mint. So this one's probably better than the copy I have in my collection now. And then, of course, man, I feel like I have these books in every haul. Every time I find them affordable, I grab them. We've got Web of Spider-Man number 31 in a newsstand copy. This one's probably in the VF range. Then we've got number 32, one of my all-time favorite Zach covers. I grabbed a couple of these. He had a couple. We got the direct and we got the newsstand. I think the newsstand is in a little bit better shape, probably near mint range. Always love grabbing these. I mean, I love Mike Zeck art. And this is just a classic for me. I remember reading this story arc as a kid and being mesmerized by the story. So I am addicted to buying this series. And for anyone who saw No Way Home, I know some stuff has come out after the movie that I believe the initial intent was they were going to do a Kraven the Hunter storyline that, at least in part, was based on Kraven's Last Hunt. So, and of course, he had the ASM books as well. $2.93 in the newsstand. That's probably my favorite, other than Web 32, in terms of the covers in this story arc. Yeah, $2.94 as well. Again, newsstand. I think this is the Death of Kraven in the run. So this one probably commands a little bit more value, but I like the cover on $2.93 better. Awesome stuff. I buy those all the time. Every time I find them less than, like $15 in good shape, I pick them up. All right, Masters of the Universe number 1. This is the first issue from Marvel Star Comics. And I think this probably VF, maybe VF near mint range. I've got it already, but this is a little bit better shape. I was surprised to find this. I think when I went out there, this book was pretty hot. We got Aliens number 1. This was the first print. I know it can be, there's so many printers. I think there's 5 or 6. I can't remember. So this was less than $20, which I thought was a good price for the first print. Very cool cover. This is, when I was a kid and Dark Horse came out, this was the only book I really remember standing on in my mind. I always loved that cover. All right, let's see, more spec. I think I actually pulled this out of the dollar bin. I only pulled out a couple of my dollar bin pickups out of this haul. I did have a ton. We got Captain America number 217. This is the first appearance of Marvel Man, who later becomes Quasar. I think there's a couple of books tied to Quasar, and there's been so much talk over, like, it feels like the past 4 years where this book goes up and down. And I know there's a Hulk book as well. I can't remember the issue, but yeah, this was a dollar bin book. Probably very fine, near mint range. So happy to find that. And this book, I am amazed at the prices on these books. When I got back into the hobby in 2015, these two were on fire. X Factor number 5, the first cameo of Apocalypse, and X Factor number 6, the first full appearance and cover of Apocalypse, which I am just floored at how cheap, by today's standards, number 6 is. I mean, this book was expensive in 2015 when I got back into the hobby. And this book, man, I didn't write it down here, but recent sales are just so low compared to some of the other key books out there and what they're going for. I'm seeing modern, variants in 9/8 and books that are just cover buys going for thousands. And this book is still, I think, is only a couple $100, a few $100 maybe like $400 in a 9/8, which is still expensive, but in today's market, that seems dirt cheap for the first appearance of what I consider a pretty major X-Men villain. So I've been grabbing X Factor 6 when I find decent copies because it is still, in my opinion, pretty affordable. So, all right, some more Zek, some more Mike Zek. Every time he has it, and this is in the $20 range, I will buy it. This is a nice copy. I think this is better than my PC copy as well. Captain America Annual number 8. This is, again, just one of those quintessential Mike Zek covers. This has got to be in my top 3 favorites. So tough to pick a favorite. He's just got so many iconic covers from the 80s. So, but man, this one is sick. So cool. Oh man, that one's awesome. Here we go. More Zek. Now this one I was going through. I got some Secret Wars out of the dollar bin, and I did not even catch this. This is issue number 10. I think I got, there's an issue 5. I think there might have been a 7 in there, and I did not even realize this is the Canadian price variant. The dollar price, I'm glad I caught it when I got home because I do not really pay attention to that. And I know there's people out there that just love hunting down those Canadian price variants, but this is in pretty good shape too. Very fine range. I think these were just loose in his dollar bin box. So none of the other ones were Canadian price variants. And I don't know if I've got any of these in my personal collection or not. I never think to check that. I'm always bad at remembering the price variants. So very cool pickup. I don't know what this goes for in the Canadian price variant, but I know they do command a premium. All right. I think I'm actually down to the last stack. The older stuff. We got Giant Size Avengers number 2. I think this picked up a bit with the Loki series when it came out. So this is the origin of Rama-Tut. So who knows what's going to happen with this. These are kind of those minor keys tied to Kang, and there's so many versions of Kang. So I think it was a few bucks, so I thought it was a good pickup to grab and hold on to and see what happens with Ant-Man and the Wasp and in this villain of the MCU. A low-grade copy of Thor, number 148, first appearance of the Wrecker. Again, I think this is She-Hulk Spec, that he may show up. Get some more Thor. This one I kind of screwed up on. Journey into Mystery, number 114. Super low-grade, first appearance of the Absorbing Man. It's missing the centerfold, but it was dirt cheap, but it's incomplete. I probably would have just left it. Usually don't like to buy incomplete books, but it was dirt cheap. So I do not take all the books out when I'm buying from him and check and do a page count on them. His prices are usually so affordable. So, but what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. All right, Thor. Number 127. This is the first appearance of Pluto. Probably mid-grade. I think it's got a sub-crease there. It's got some pen on the cover. Thor number 135. Second appearance of the High Evolutionary. I think there's some first appearances in here as well. I think just Guardians of the Galaxy 3 spec, I believe he is supposed to be in. I think that's confirmed, but don't quote me on that. First appearance has obviously gone up quite a bit. So as always, I'm always grabbing second appearances as well. I'm amazed at some of the second appearances, what they're going for. Second appearance of the Kingpin, second appearance of Blade. Some of these books are going for big bucks. To me, it's astounding what some of these second appearances are commanding. But that is the market. So, all right, here we go. Last 5 books. We got Journey into Mystery, number 108. This is just a book for my personal collection. Beautiful Kirby cover. I love the yellow backgrounds here. This guy sets up for 3 days, so I think I was looking at this book on day 1. I usually go in on a Friday morning when he's, loading up the show. He's usually by himself, and he's an older guy, so I help him bring all his stuff in and help him get set up. And I was eyeballing this, but it was pretty pricey. But the second day I went back, and I just couldn't pass it up. It's just a gorgeous cover. There's so many awesome covers in the Journey into Mystery run. All the covers are great, but I really love the early Journey into Mystery. Probably a solid mid-grade, probably fine as well. I think it's got a little rust on the bottom staple. All right, some Doctor Strange, Marvel Premiere number 3. I think it's just a classic story here. It was cheap. I think I have it, but mine's got some chipping and it's kind of brittle, so I was happy to grab a better copy of that. This book I've wanted to grab for a while. Another phenomenal Joe Bruner cover. He has just amazing artwork from the Bronze Age. And this book, really expensive nowadays, but this was priced extremely well. It's probably a VF copy. Doctor Strange, number 1. Key Collector calls this the first solo title, but I mean, there was, you got the Silver Age Doctor Strange, which I know was Strange Tales turned into Doctor Strange. So I always consider this volume 2. Regardless, pricey book. I think it's the first appearance of the Silver Dagger as well. It's just, again, an absolutely beautiful cover by Joe Bruner. Last 2 books. I had got 2 copies of these. I did not realize how much of a premium they were commanding when I picked them up. Tomb of Dracula number 13, which is the 3rd appearance of Blade and the first appearance of, I think it's the first cameo of Deacon Frost, who I believe is the vampire who bites Blade's mother. This book, also extremely expensive. This is probably a VG fine copy, but I think, low-grade copies going near $100 on eBay, which is crazy to me. But, yeah, insane what some of these books are going for. Final book. Super happy to find this. Do not find this on the cheap anymore. This used to be a book I would find routinely under $20 when I first got back into the hobby, and this book is insanely expensive now. I'm surprised he had it in the bin. It had to be just added as well. So, very surprised. Batman number 423. This is a really nice copy. It is the second print, but this is a near mint copy that was really cheap, a little over $20. Shocked to find that. This book, again, I've got all the printings, but I don't think I paid more than $10 for any of them. But this book has gone through the roof. I checked right before I started digging into, these books here, researching them, and the low price on a first print in a 9.8 I saw for 2021 was $927 with a high of $2,700 on September 2nd. $2,700 someone paid for a 9.8 of this book. I'm a huge McFarlane fan. This cover is beautiful. I cannot imagine paying nearly $3,000 for a copy of this book. Oh my God, you could have got a Daredevil number 1, in pretty good shape for that type of money. But crazy times, crazy times. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the haul. If you did, please do me a favor. Go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave me some comments and let me know what you think. See you all soon.